Oh, what we saw yesterday afternoon was phenomenal from Nadia. It really was. The way she squared up off the bottom, the power she drew out of the top and through the lip, you know, to this semi-final with Steph. You know, Alyssa Spencer, who was in form on the backhand, Caroline Marks, who's a world champ, and then the world number one, Gabriella Bryan. You know,
what a list.
It's massive, and that does massive things for your confidence thing on the backhand, as we see Steph.
The Queen's getting things started, just going straight. She looks brilliant. Finesse, even off the top of a bumpy section that made her redirect. She'll throw down a nice, clean off the top carve, punching out that section. And now flowing through this inside double up. She knows how to find a tube. Can she find one in these conditions today? It's just going to race off without her. Always brilliant with her rail decisions, competing since 2007.
It's been cool. You know, we've been watching it in the live arena, heard us grow with confidence as we watch this replay of Steph, Jessie.
I really loved this wave, especially this first carve, and then into that float up on that tabletop section. Just the way she's putting a little bit more risk in her surfing today. Also, let's just mention the impeccable wave selection here of S.Gilmore, really pushing hard through that bowly cut out section here. I was hoping for a little tube. I really was. The little girl inside of me got pretty excited here.
Absolutely firing. I mean, both the surfers in this heat are both riding DH as we see Steph.
Steph locks in and ends up just stepping out. A lot of lump and bump on the face today. We kind of woke up to this. Groomed open faces most of the day yesterday, but a little bit of bump to get through. Nadia's backhand looks solid right there. Tags the lip line. The rookie from the Basque part of Spain just absolutely drills the lip. Winds up again and shuts it down.
Admiring and watching her my entire life. So Steph finding some good form, but she's going to need to push a little bit harder on those waves because Nadia ripped this one.
How's this one flick?
Man, this made me sit up straight in my seat because she is not placing her turns. She is powering through them. Like, honestly, there is a lot of flair. There's a lot of, you know, electricity in her surfing.
Score in every matchup she's had at Snapper Rocks, and Steph's answering quickly off the lip. Nice smooth section down the sandbank to lay down the rail. Gilmore hunting more, and she will find an end section to play with there. Snaps it shut and steps off. Just a young generation against the established and the all-time GOAT, which I think you got to stop for a second and just enjoy that the greatest surfer that's ever competed on tour. Wonder what they were like, but this is the moment we get to be present watching Steph throw down these lines, Jessie.
Yeah, I love this wave selection. Again, just a really bowly wave. Steph has this really cool line that she draws out snapper. She always finds just the tightest pockets here, which is giving her the opportunity to go vertical twice and then into a carve, back into another snap here. Just that style, that really dropped back knee. It's really just so elegant.
A very different opponent in your next heat, Connor O'Leary, who has been just blasting the back out of it with some big, powerful top to bottom.
How about a vibe like that for finals day? The fans are just giving their love to every pro walking down the sand and performing at Snapper. That was a classy post-heat interview with Felipe Toledo. He moves on back to action here. Stephanie Gilmore lights up that section, compressing low, and she'll sink coming out of that frontside snap.
I don't think so either, but I'd rather be fighting for it than waiting to see.
Little snap off the top for Nadia Erostarbe, just leading the rookie class at this event. And she will fire up again and smash that section. She is just bringing so much energy, sending it back home, and her boyfriend and coach, but also a great coach as well, Jessie.
Yeah, it really is a team effort. That first turn was seriously vicious. So much spray coming off the back. And I just love how tight she's staying in the pocket. This final turn was next level. That tail completely drifted out the back of the wave, and the fact that she could get it out.
In the heat of her life against the queen of Snapper Rocks during the break, Stephanie Gilmore went to town flick.
Oh, hold the phone. Let's see what the GOAT has in store for us. Just beautiful swooping, arcing turns here, throwing so much spray. It's just classic, right? Like watching her out here is literally poetry in motion. So beautiful to watch. Gonna, you know, look, if you rewind to the 7,
Here comes a chance for Nadia. Chunky section, a solid one out the back. Is she going to be too deep? She's going to hang in there, and it's going to come down to this wave. Creating space now. This will come down to if she can get a double up and grease the lip line. Mid-face bottom turn, still searching for a good lip section to play with. This wave's not giving her an obvious target yet. And now finding it there, she picks up her rail again. Fades in the pocket, almost glancing to see where Steph was. And
talk about the turnaround from Bells to Margie's, right? 2/17ths, and she's back home. She's sleeping in her own bed, cooking in her own kitchen, walks down the street, chucks her jersey on, and now she's in the final.
S.Gilmore, congratulations. You are into your 51st CT final. That is crazy. The comeback is well and truly on. One more job to do.
Yeah, 51. Well, that's pretty cool. Didn't know that stat, but if it was going to be anywhere, it was going to be here at Snapper, that I could find my rhythm again. And I was just stoked to surf a heat with Nadia. She's been on fire all week, and I really, really love her surfing. And so it was good because I was out there going, all right, she drops an 8.5. I just have to push myself, push harder and harder, and just, you know, my surfing is pretty relaxed. So it's a good thing for me to be like, all right, I need to be more aggressive, and it's great. I loved the challenge, and yeah, it was great to share that heat with Nadia.
It's such an interesting point you bring up there. Like the first few waves, they were beautifully surfed, but as soon as Nadia got that score, you could tell you put the pedal to the metal and started really pulling the turns sharper, putting more juice into them, and the result was that you got your excellent score.
Yeah, for sure. That first one, I was like, oh, that was a really nice wave, but to only get that 7, you know, in that 7 range, I'm like, how do I crack the excellent range? So it's good. The judges are really pushing me to just go above and beyond, and that's what it needs to be in these to make the finals and to go all the way. So, yeah, I'm just enjoying it. You know, I was out there going, how fun is this? Like, I need a good score. I'm up against the ropes. It's so much fun to have those challenges, and yeah, I made it happen. So I'm happy.
It's pretty crazy to think that, you know, you had a bit of time off, you got that little wild card last year, and you were putting up great numbers, knocking out, you know, defending world champions and stuff like that. How much did last year's Bonsoy Gold Coast Pro sort of feed into your comeback?
I think the main thing was I went into that event thinking, you know, I'm just going to see how I feel. Do I still enjoy it? Like, what is this whole experience like for me again? And I just loved it. Like, I remember being in the water against Katie and just looking back at the beach and going, whoa, professional surfing is such a great sport, and to be able to live this life, I'm so grateful for it. And yeah, I don't know, it was just a real place of gratitude, but excitement. I just loved this feeling of having to perform like under pressure in these moments, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I still want to do it.
I just want to give props to Nadia as well. I feel like there's so much talk about the progression of women's surfing. I think this event has set a new benchmark for backhand power surfing.
Yeah, for many years on the women's tour, we didn't have many goofy footers, you know. It was like Jessie Miley-Dyer and then Tatiana came along, but it just feels like the goofy footers now have just gone to the next level, and it's so cool to be a part of it, and it just encourages me. I mean, my backhand's my worst part of my surfing, so I love thinking about how I can really improve, and watching women like Nadia who are just setting the bar really high is so cool.
Last night, this beach had probably about 50,
right?
50, 60, I'd throw any number you want at it. It was packed.
Yeah.
You've just made the final. It's a public holiday. I got a feeling it's going to be twice as packed. How much are you going to marinate in the love that people have for you here at the Gold Coast?
That's a funny word. Yeah, you know, like I said, there's something so special about being out there in the water and looking back at the beach and seeing all of the people who are just surf fans. Like, you're a surf fan, I'm a surf fan, we all love it, and this is what we live for. So yeah, I'm just gonna, exactly what you said, marinate in the final out there. Hopefully do a little more than marinating, but just go out there, rip a couple, and put on a good show. And I guess, you know, whoever I'm against, we haven't seen who will be in the final yet, but it'll be a tough final, and I'll try my best. But thanks to everyone for coming down. This has just been the coolest weekend ever.
Congratulations, you're dead right. I'm a turbo surf fan, and I'm so stoked that you're in the final. Let's go.
Thanks, Vaughn.